Welcome and join us on our journey as we interview everyday people and ask them that very question of, who am I?
Who am I? Who am I?
Who am I? Stay tuned to find out. So my name is Jaydian J aka Coach J. I am 39 years old, turning 40, May 21st. I'm getting a little old, and I'm from Nassau, Bahamas. So I am the founder of Legacy Nation Sports Group, which has 6 services, but I'll talk about the most important 3. High school and collegiate sports recruiting, website development, and I also focus on corporate training that helps to provide that spark to encourage individuals and their businesses to be their greatest self. Listen, if you want to be successful in anything that you do, sometimes you're not going to have balance right away. You got to push, you got to fight for your goals and dreams. But guess what? At some point, the balance will come. But in the beginning, you have to toil, you're going to be up for late nights, you're going to have to push, you're going to have times when you're tired, but you have to get past it. My journey, so I want to start from high school. You know, when I was in high school, I had got in a lot of trouble in high school, and my parents sent me to the United States to finish my final 2 years. And I ended up making some changes in my life. I ended up becoming the Florida High School state champion in triple jump, went to college on a full scholarship, never wanted to go to college. So I never knew I would be where I'm at today, but it shows that God is not done with us. So I was able to change my life. I have a master's degree now, bachelor's degree, and I'm making a lot of impact when it comes to young people, mentoring young people, training young people for the workforce, encouraging, empowering young people. I'm a teacher, I'm an instructor, I'm a coach. I do whatever I can to make a difference. Because I was a young person who was challenged in the beginning, now I help those challenged young people to be their best selves. I would say becoming a Christian. And I say that because, you know, we all become Christians, we all give our life to God. But this year has been definitely a change for me because now I get up every morning and before I do anything, before I talk to anybody, before I answer my phone, I pray, then I look at my Bible scripture, I share it on my social media, then I read my Bible reading, I go through a verse each day, and I make sure to put God first. I think one of the things we're missing in this life, we don't put God first. We get up, the first thing we do, we look at our phones to see who's on social media. But I would tell you, give your life to Christ, focus on Him, and all the doors that are closed will be open to you. My biggest regret, I would say my biggest regret is possibly not being as serious as I could have been in high school. You know, I played around a bit and I feel like I'm making up for lost time. But guess what? At the end of the day, once you don't give up, you'll be able to be successful. So I would say that was my biggest regret at the time, but things were supposed to happen this way. If it didn't happen that way, I wouldn't have got to where I'm at today. So I'm thankful for everything I went through, but I would say that that was probably my greatest regret, but now it's turned to my greatest success. I would say, don't give up. As you know, your legacy matters, and I mean that when I say that. We only have one life to live. So you gotta push, you gotta fight, you gotta pray, you gotta work hard, do not give up. You know, God is there for us, and He's given us gifts. Many persons believe that, our job is gonna just give us everything. But remember, we were not born with a job, we were born with a gift. Use your gifts. That will separate you from the rest, give you the life that you're asking for, give you financial freedom, and take you to the life you've always dreamed of. An unpopular opinion out there is that young people ain't into nothing. My view is, there's many young people who are into something, but because of what they've went through, because of the life that they've had no one believe in them. I can tell you from experience that I've had many young people who were challenged, who had parents that abused them, substance abuse, kids who grew up in situations where they had a mother that was dating the father, and they had a boyfriend, and the mother had to sleep with the boyfriend, and they were prostituting the daughter. And I can tell you that many people don't have that love. So I would say many young people are into something, but show them love and be there for them. Sometimes when young people act out, it's not because they're rude, it's because of what they've experienced. They're going through trauma. But if you take time to work with them, build them up, encourage them, show them that they could be somebody, sky ain't no limit. They could get to as far as they need to go. So I would say, the unpopular opinion out there is young people ain't into nothing, but I can tell you, they into something. And you just gotta believe in them. I would say, your legacy matters, as you know, and I want you to stay encouraged. Keep God first, believe in what you're doing, and do not give up. Times are gonna get hard. Business is not always gonna be the best. You're gonna have high days and low days. You wanna achieve your goals, you're gonna have people hating on you. Use them as fuel for your fire. Use them to fuel up your car and drive you forward. Don't let nobody stop you. You were born with a gift. God gave it to you. Don't let it go away. Many people sit on their gifts and lose them. So I encourage you, put your best foot forward, keep God first, never give up, keep positive people around you, and always remember that nothing lasts always. You may have trouble now, you may see rough days now, but it will not stay the same. But if you give up, you will never see the life that you want. But if you push, if you persevere, the life that you're dreaming of will come to pass. My organization's name is Legacy Nation Sports Group, and you can find me on Facebook, Jaydian Miller, Jaydian, last name Miller, Miller. You could also find me on Instagram, Jaydian J Miller. You could also find my organization on Instagram, Legacy Nation Sports Group. And you can find me on TikTok, Legacy Nation Sports Group. You can find me on, well, I don't use X like that, so you don't gotta find me on X. But find me on Instagram, find me on TikTok, find me on Facebook. I look forward to connecting with you. Listen, like I said, your legacy matters, but you have to believe that your legacy matters.
If you like what you saw, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and join us on our journey as we create more content on our way to getting our first play button.